In this DD 2011 talk, PopCap Games, Jason Kapalka delivers a postmortem of Bejeweled, one of the most popular puzzle games of all time. Kapalka discusses the initial inspiration behind Bejeweled, a game he described as a terrible game, an awful game, called Colors Game. But it was the central mechanic Colors Game which led to a desire to improve upon the concept. It was an insightful talk that's definitely still worth watching, so developers should not miss the opportunity to do so now that it's freely available on the official GD YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, THEGDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent game developers conference events. And the service offers even more members-only content for DD Vault subscribers. Those who purchased all access passes to recent events, like DD Vault, already have full access to DD Vault, and interested parties can apply for the individual subscription via DD Vault subscription page. Group subscriptions are also available. Game-related schools and development studios who sign up for DD Vault Studio subscriptions can receive access for their entire office accompanied by contacting staff via THEGDC Vault group subscription page. Finally, current subscribers with access issues can contact DD Vault technical support. Gamasutra and DD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Halo Developer 343 Industries announced earlier today that it is partnering with Limitless Solutions, a non-profit providing prosthetic limbs for children, to offer Halo-themed, bionic prosthetics to young kids. This is yet another heartwarming example of studios collaborating with important organizations to help those in need. And it's always important to highlight the good work being done. The studio explained the partnership in a blog post, explaining how it was born from the desire to inspire and help others. There are, however, times where opportunities to inspire heroes and deliver wonder present. THEMACLBESWTSIDETHE scope of game code, cutscene scripts, sandbox balancing. The 3D printed limitless bionic prosthetics are functional and cost-effective. Best of all, the non-profit organization donates their prosthetic arms completely free of charge to recipients and their families. As far where Halo comes in, beginning in 2019, Limitless will add 2 special Halo-themed options to their lineup of designs for their 3D printed bionic arms, with the first being a recreation of the Master Chief's own MKY armor. The entire post goes into more detail about the collaboration and the kind of work Limitless is doing, so be sure to read in their Video Game Deep Kisses weekly newsletter from video game industry watcher Simon Carlos, DD Gamasutra Code Runner, rounding up the best long-read standout articles videos about games every weekend. This week's highlights include another gigantic chunk of end-of-year charts, discourses, thoughts and ruminations. And while we are at it, I'm not really big on editorializing in this newsletter, but just wanted to say, please take some time for you and your loved ones at year's end. Before 2019 gets incredibly busy clouds your vision. Until next time, Simon, Curator, MOLADANDUST Arias highlights from 2018. Paulo Patercini MOLADANDUST Arias article. These indeed apocalyptic times are giving us sad embarrassment of releases, but the most popular development strategy seems to be work within established genres. Put a lot of effort into visual polish, probably a result of increasing visual social media, and often just make games punishingly hard, which I guess use our play hours in face of limited resources. Simon, as note, continuing his provocateur shenanigans. But Pablo's yearly picks are nonetheless reliably some of the most interesting. Athletes do not own their tattoos. That's a problem for video game developers. Jason and Bailey New York Times article. When LeBron James bounds down a basketball court, he is both a transcendent athlete and a prominent palette for dozens of tattoos. His mother's name, Gloria, rests on a crown on his right shoulder, and his forearms bear a portrait of his son LeBron James, and 330, an area code for his hometown, Akron, Ohio. Although those tattoos have personal connections, they may not truly be his. Greg Kosovin's Top 10 Games of 2018. Greg Kasovin Giant Bomb article. I made time for plenty of other games, which has always kept me entertained, grounded, and inspired in 2018. Through all its ups and downs, there's a lot of stuff I am only just getting to, so I am going to divide my list into two halves: games I play too little, and not enough, and games I sank my teeth into enough to put them in a real top 10. Simon, as note, absolutely just the tip of the iceberg on Giant Bomb. Please read love the stat guess the top 10s if you have a few. Others including folks like Subset Games, Fever Entertaining Jeff Gerstmann, and Night in the Woods, Scott Benson. Interview, Eric Chung, X Arcadia CEO. We aim to be the next Neo Geo Stack Shop MO article. After Spain and numerous public appearances in Japan, X Arcadia visited France during Stunfest 2018. Shmup MO took this opportunity to interview the president of this new company, Eric Chan, in order to learn more about this ambitious new arcade hardware. Simon, as note, this is a very interesting new cartridge-based arcade game effort. It LLB so expensive for home collectors, but it's a super neat idea. Netflix takes interactive storytelling to the next level with Black Mirror, Bandersnatch. Janko wrote this Variety article back in early 2017. Netflix approached Black Mirror creators Charlie Brooker and Annabelle Jones with an unusual idea. The streaming service had been experimenting with interactive kids content, giving young viewers the ability to choose their own path through a story with a series multiple choice questions that could be easily answered with the help of a TV remote. Simon, just note, this wired PC has smart detail behind the scenes. Tour. The 10 best video game soundtracks of 2018. Taylor Bodmin, Louis Ford and Scott Wilson Fact article. It was also another fantastic year for video game soundtracks. Fact has picked 10 of the year's best, from the grimy, industrial synth backdrop to experimental first-person horror title Protropic, to the blissed auto accompaniment, a retro PLATF Aramia CELEST and the big-budget Old West songs of Red Dead Redemption 2, the history of the strategy game. Fraser Brown PC Gamer article. The history of computer strategy games begins on tables and boards, crammed inside cupboards alongside that knackered old box of Risk that every home seems to possess. The moment strategy made the leap to consoles and computers, it was already familiar. The year in relaxing and stressful games. Put on audio. E.T. Jackson article video. With the year winding down, I thought it'd be great to look at 3 games you can chill with us. The impending apocalypse, New Year's rolls in. If you do like to prepare for the end times with some hectic games that get your heart rate up, it was nice enough to give me her favorite stressful games of the year. Simon, as note, rest of Kautoke's year in review is here, including different stuff like this year in video game sex. Esports players are burning out in their 20s. Asia has Encore's article. Some of the world's top esports players work as many as 80 hours a week, with much of the time spent on marathon video game sessions that end up taking physical and mental tolls. According to a new documentary by Epson Originals, this practice, known as the grind, is causing many professional gamers to retire by their mid-20s. Gamasutra's Best of 2018, the top 10 game developers of the year, stacked Gamasutra article. The way game developers are telling stories, serving their audiences, and helping their employees stay happy, healthy, and creative are revolving year by year. Looking back and seeing all the good stuff game devs have done this year reminds us how games are small miracles, and the people making them are some of the most gifted people around. Simon, as note, also see a top 10 games of the year list. Natural in